I, 61 female, raised my daughter, Rachel, 34 female, entirely on my own. Her father left when she was just under 2 years old. One day he told me he was going to the store to pick up diapers, and he never came back. I found out later he'd run off with a coworker and moved to another state. No child support, no contact, nothing. I was alone from that moment on. I didn't have a fancy career, no college degree. I worked in diners, cleaned houses, worked retail, whatever I could do to keep us afloat. Some months I'd pull in 80-hour weeks. I sacrificed my health, my personal life, and every shred of my energy to make sure Rachel never went hungry or homeless. There were nights I went to bed with an empty stomach so she could have seconds. I bought her new clothes while I wore the same coat for 6 winters. I didn't date seriously because I didn't want to bring instability into her life. Every decision I made revolved around her. Did we struggle financially? Absolutely. We always rented small apartments because I could never save enough for a house. Every time I thought I was getting ahead, something happened. A broken car, a medical bill, an unexpected layoff. I sometimes cried myself to sleep worrying about the rent. But I thought it was worth it because I was giving Rachel a stable life, something I never had as a child. I thought she would understand that one day, that she'd grow up, look back, and realize how much I gave. For my 60th birthday, Rachel threw a dinner for me at a nice restaurant. She invited some extended family, a few of my friends, and several of her friends. I was touched at first. I thought, wow, she's finally recognizing me. Maybe this is her way of thanking me. I was wrong. Toward the end of the dinner, Rachel stood up to give a toast. She clinked her glass and smiled like she was about to say something heartfelt. I braced myself for an emotional moment. Instead, she laughed and said, "Let's all raise a glass to my mom." She worked her whole life, sometimes 3 jobs at a time, and still never managed to buy a house. 60 years old and still renting. If that's not dedication to poverty, I don't know what is. The whole table laughed. I felt my heart stop. She kept going. But seriously, she's the hardest working person I know. I mean, look at her. Worked herself to the bone and still has nothing to show for it. That's commitment. Everyone laughed again. Some nervously, some genuinely. I just sat there, staring at my plate, my face burning. I felt like someone had kicked me in the stomach.